Hey guys, how the hell are you? This is Islander. Welcome back to the Newsroom, your source for war robots, news, and rumors. Alright guys, as we have been predicting, they are going to do the Lunar New Year event again, alright? And as we predicted guys, it is going to be the three new Chinese bots that are going to come out, as well as the three weapons, alright? The new weapons, the Calamity, the Blaze, and the Marquess, alright? So we know for a fact now, all of these are going to come out of this Lunar New Year. What we are still not up to date on, guys, is what type of events we're going to have, okay? And judging by what we had in Christmas and Halloween, which was not very good, and going by the video that we got from them saying that a lot of things were going to change, I'm hoping for just that. A lot of change as far as that concerned. Okay? When is this going to start? When is this going to take place, okay? I'm guessing about 3 weeks. All right, that's my guess. Don't quote me on it. But last year, it was February 8th, guys, that we got started with the event. Okay, the download might come in probably around January 31st, where we start getting in all the new visuals and stuff like that. But the actual event probably will not start until February the 8th. And like I said, it's going to run through the 14th. So that gives us about I'm sorry, not the 14th, the 24th. Okay, so that gives us pretty decent amount of days, almost 20 days, maybe 20 plus days to run the events that they're going to have or the tasks they're going to have. Okay, so let's go over it real quick. Let's give this a quick breakdown, and these are my predictions of what's to come. Okay, here's just a little shot of the Aquin. Look at that, guys. That is a sweet looking bot. It's got the dragons on the arms. It is nice, man. It's a good looking bot. They did real good as far as the artwork on this thing. Okay, here they are, guys. The Aquin, the Jun, which seems to be the most popular one of the bunch, okay, and the Guang. Now, the Aquin has the four light weapons, and I'm not quite sure how many slots it had. I think it was 3, if I'm not mistaken, as for the modules, okay? The Jun definitely had 3. And the Guang, I believe, also had 3. I like all 3 of these bots, guys. They are fun to operate, and when you get a chance to operate them, and I'm hoping that they bring them to a skirmish. That way, those of y'all that were not on the test server, can get a chance to work these bots a little bit and see how they feel. They really are a lot of fun, okay? Out of the 3, my most favorite, of course, was the Jun, the big one, the one with the 2 heavy. And here you can see pretty much on top, he has the Calamity. And that is going to be a very popular weapon when that sucker lands. All right, that is pretty much the heavy scourge. And we tested it, and it was powerful on the test server, and that was a level 8. Okay. As far as the other bots, we didn't see a whole lot of power coming out of them at level 8. Although we know that once you add 4 gusts or 4 halos to any bot, they can be very powerful. Especially once you get them to MK2. And you add modules to them, they will become a very deadly opponent. Okay, none of these bots during the test servers was overpowered, with the exception of 1. Okay, and my prediction, guys, out of these 3 bad boys, the biggest problem we're gonna have with any one bot is gonna be the Guang. Okay, that is the light. The medium one, this little green one. Not so crazy about the paint job. I don't think they did as good a job on this one as did the other 2. But as far as operation, guys, when this sucker goes up in the air, he has an 80% damage resistance, all right? That's worse than the Falcon. That means he can come in and take a beacon, and, you can pound on him all day long, and you're going to do very little damage, while he can go ahead and return a whole lot of fire. And if you're not running something with an infinite shield, like one of the Greek bots, and Ares particularly would be an ideal matchup for this, you're going to have issues, all right? You're going to have to vacate that beacon and give it up and wait to try and come back and pick it up once he's dropped that ability, okay? Other than that, he is still a powerful bot. He still has the 3 medium slots, and he can defend himself pretty much at any given time. The weapon of choice against these bots, guys, is, of course, the Vortex. That is my weapon of choice. When it hits hard, okay? Except if you saw my last video where we were in the test server, and I caught an Guang in midair, and it almost looked like it took 0 damage. It was a square hit in the face, and he ate every single rocket. He just kept smiling and kept coming. So that was a concern for me. Okay, that was a big red flag when I saw him eat all those vortex, and had very little effect on him whatsoever. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what it's gonna look like. Now, another recommendation for you guys. Find the YouTubers, guys, that have battle rec accounts. Okay, whether it's gonna be Foggy, or gonna be Adrian, or gonna be Lee, or any of these guys that have a battle rec account. And as soon as these things land, hit them up and start making your recommendations for builds that you want to see. You want to see these things in action. You want to see how they operate, in the hands of a skilled pilot. And maybe able to make your own judge or your own assessments. Now, of the three, of course, the Aoju was my favorite. Okay, this one was a lot of fun to operate, and it does have those two heavy slots, and it does a ton of damage, from the air. Not to mention that it's a... I know I sound like a broken record, guys. I know I sound like a broken record when I say it's fun, but I got to keep reiterating that because it was a lot of fun, and I'm not going to blow smoke up your butts, you know that, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not going to say something that is what it isn't, and I'm definitely not no salesman for Pixonic. But what I am going to say is they did a very good job on the design of these bots and the functionality of these bots and how much fun they are to operate once you got them, okay? So that I'm just going to reiterate on that. Looking forward to this event. As far as the event itself, I have concerns. I have some serious concerns after Halloween and Christmas, okay? And I'm hoping that we're not going to win, an Exodus. And I'm hoping we're not going to win a Redeemer. And I'm hoping that we're not going to win, a Heishi. Although last year they did get the Heishi, and that was a cool prize back then, guys. That was the Dash Bot. It was early on. And it was a really good prize to have. So I'm hoping that they really go out and maybe just by choice, by chance, throw one of these bad boys into the realm of being won during the event. If they did, you can expect those tasks to be extremely difficult. Okay, they're not going to just take one of these bots and hand it over to you for virtually nothing. If it were, okay, I'm not saying that it is. Don't go back and say, well, I understand y'all going to give us a Chinese bot. No, Islander never said that, so don't be putting words in my mouth. I'm saying it would be a really big treat to get one of these bots and one of the new weapons inside of the task, okay? Preferably Calamity. Calamity is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and move over the screenshots, and we're going to go over the weapons. We already went over the bots. If you guys have any questions on these bots, guys, and I did play them all, and I did run every single one, and I ran them in their individual hangars. If you got a question about these bots, hit me up in the comment section below or hit me up on Messenger, and I'll be happy to answer the questions that I can regarding these bots with the little knowledge that I have on them. We're really not going to know who they are, what they're about until we get them on the test server. I mean, not the test server, until we get them into the live server and we start seeing them operate, okay? Just like we did with the Ares. The Ares we know for sure is a stiff competitor. It is a very powerful bot, but we also know that it's not indestructible, all right? But it is definitely a competitive bot. I see that coming from the Aoguang, guys. I see that being the most competitive bot of the three. I could be wrong, so we won't find out until they hit the live server. We'll be ready to go over all that. Once again, remember, hit up those YouTubers that got those Battle Rec accounts and make your requests. That's why they have those Battle Rec accounts, so they can show you guys the new stuff that's coming out, the new content. So make sure you hit them up. Let's go ahead and take a little screenshot. Hey, there's a little screenshot, guys, of them heading off into the horizon. I wonder if we can make the boat. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that'd be really cool if we could make that little boat. Nobody ever made. I did kiss the boat that one time. I don't know if y'all saw in the skirmish that I did one time with the hover bot where I made it all the way to the wall of the boat. I was like right there, guys. Anyways, let's get out of that. Here you see them all flying off the sunset. This is off of the video that they posted up today, guys. Go ahead and look it up if you want to see it. This is the Lunar New Year event video that they did, releasing the announcement of the Chinese bots coming in the very near blah 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 blah. Got tongue tied there. In the very near future. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Now, this was very interesting to me also, guys. This is during the video, okay? And in the video, it has the new Chinese bots, and they're flying around Shenzhen, okay? And Shenzhen had a totally different look to it. It almost looked like it was not dark, not night, and it wasn't day. It was kind of like dusk, and all the building lights were coming on, but there was still sun out, and I thought that was really, really freaking cool. Okay, really cool. So if they're gonna add a little touch or spice to the maps for the Lunar New Year, I think that'd be really neat. They did pretty good deal with the snow, and during the Halloween events, they've done some pretty good changes to to give them the look and feel of the event that's going on. So this would be a pretty good visual effect if they did it. And this is what I'm talking about, guys. All right, you see where the the building lights are all turned on, and it's not nighttime yet. It's just getting ready. I guess sundown is what we would go ahead and call it. All right, and here we're looking at the Calamity. All right, the Dragon Calamity is what they're calling it, and we tested this, and we know how powerful this bad boy is. Okay, I do like the look of it. I like the dragon on the top there. They did change it around. It didn't have that during the test server. Okay, so that's an added feature. It's really neat looking weapon. Okay, and the amount of damage it could do on the battlefield is insane. Okay, so looking forward to this one. This will be a target item of mine. I would love to get 2 or 3 of these if possible, and they will be sitting on top of a bulwark, or if I ever get around to getting it now in June, it will sit on top of one of those, or even possibly a Falcon. I already have a Falcon. It just needs a lot of time to upgrade, but to put 3 of these on a Falcon, boy, look out. Look out. It's going to melt some bots. It's going to be scrap metal all over the battlefield coming from this weapon. Okay? The Dragon Marquess. All right? Also a neat looking weapon, guys. I mean, I just really like the way the designs on it. They're going all out for this this Lunar New Year. Okay? I mean, it's got the dragon look and feel to it. It's really neat. This weapon, guys, I was not impressed with it. All right, I was not impressed with it at all during the test server, through all of the test server, even to the very last day where they figured that they had it balanced. It still was not an impressive weapon to me, like the Calamity was. Okay, but this is a light weapon. Okay, now the fact that we're in a new total era as far as the weapons are concerned and the modules that have been added, when you're going to be adding, thermonuclear modules to this, guys, okay, that could change the story completely. Once you get it to MK2 and you start adding the modules to it, that can totally put a whole twist on this particular weapon, okay, and it's going to be the same thing with the Blaze. So that's something we need to look out for, and once again, we're not going to know until it actually hits the live server. And what the mistake I want to try and keep you guys from making, and this is why I keep reiterating to make contact with those YouTubers that have the Battle Rig accounts, is you don't want to go get this weapon and then upgrade it all the way to MK2 and, have your modules already on it and find out the weapon is still crap. Now, how much time and resources, did you apply towards upgrading this particular weapon? Just have it, just so it can pan out not to be what you expected it to be. Okay, that is going to be a complete bummer, man. I mean, it's going to be demoralizing. If you go back and think, oh shit, all that silver, all that time, all that grinding, when I could have been upgrading a Falcon or a Mercury or, an Ares if you have one. That's, resources you could have put somewhere. You could have been upgrading your modules, but you decided to put those resources into a new weapon. You got to make sure it's going to pan out for you. You got to make sure that you're going to have the thumbs up on it, okay? You don't want that weapon to go through all that and have that weapon suck, because it's going to be a bummer, man. So make sure that, once again, hit those YouTubers up and make your requests. And last but not least, the Blaze, guys. And this is also a sweet looking weapon. Look at the little design with the dragons on it. I mean, they did a really good job, okay? As far as the artwork on everything, with the exception of the Aang bot, the artwork on the Blaze, the Marquise, and the Calamity are sweet. 2 thumbs up on the artwork. They did great. On the bots, the Al Quinn and the Al June, again, those weapons, those bots look really good. So the other one that did have the effect or the nice look to it was the Al Guang. All right, but it is, I believe, in my opinion, going to be the most dangerous bot, because it does have that 80% damage reduction. So looking forward to it, guys, and I'm also looking forward to the maps and the backdrop and everything we're going to have. I really hope they make this event special. Okay, I hope they make up for Christmas, and I hope they make up for Halloween, because as we know, those events, were pretty bad. They were. I mean, they're downright. It is what it is. Those events completely sucked. Okay, it totally took away from something to look forward to other than good visual effects. All right, good visual effects are awesome and they're all well and good. But we're playing this game, and when we get to a special event, we want to win cool things. We want to win good weapons. We want to win good bots. Okay, and the tasks don't. I mean, the tasks of the past have been very hard. Okay, so when you got that bot, it's because you earned it. When you won, the Heishi, or you won the Bolgasari the last time around, you earned it. I mean, you put in the grind time to get that. All right, it wasn't free, it wasn't easy, and not everybody got it. So I'm hoping they do something like that for this event, guys. Once again, here we go. The Dragon Blaze, the Dragon Marquise, which this is going to be the first one is the Ember, and this is going to be the small Dragoon. Okay, and then of course the heavy Scourge is the Calamity. Okay, and then there are the three bots one more time. Okay, let's get an up close and personal look of them. That's what we're going to be seeing on the battlefield before too long. Now, as far as all the new meta bots that come out, I think the Ares is still on top, guys. I really do. I think it's still the most competitive bot in the game, right next to the Mercury. Okay, and of course my beloved little Pursuer, who just dominates just about everything on the free-for-all market. Okay, once again, I owe somebody a big apology, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that out now. On my last video, I had the Heishi, guys, and I had that up, and look who's back. Okay, and one of my subscribers came and said, hey man, I thought it was going to be a free-for-all where you were just going to use the Heishi. And of course, what I was trying to show is when I went toe-to-toe with that one Heishi that had modules up to Yang, okay, how hard it was to kill him. Okay, so what I'm going to do, guy, I'm going to go ahead and make that up to you. I'm going to be bringing a free-for-all here in the very near future, and it's going to be a straight-up Heishi bot, okay, for as long as I can run that bot, okay, and once he dies out, then of course I'll jump over to the other bots. But I do owe you one, and those of you that were expecting to see a Heishi for that particular free-for-all, I owe you an apology, and I am extending this apology to you right now. I am sorry, guys, if that thumbnail threw y'all off. But I got that video coming to you. I told you today in Messenger that I was going to take care of that for you. I did need to give this shout out to you and send you your apology. And anybody else that might have been misled by that, that's not the intentions. Okay? So, guys, let's get ready for this, all right? I am really excited for this Lunar New Year. I really hope they do something good. I hope we don't get bummed out over it. But it looks pretty good so far. But we've crossed this bridge before. So let's just wait and see, all right? So we're probably looking at January 31st for the download to come in. February 8th for the event to kick off. All right, and that should run through the 24th if they're going to be similar to what they did it last year. Guys, your comments, hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what your discussions going to be. Let me know what you're hoping to see, all right? Those of y'all that want to hit me up on Messenger and you got questions about any of these bots or any of these weapons, I have run them all. I will try to do my best to answer your questions, all right? So let's get ready for this event. It is coming very soon. Also, I got that free-for-all coming to you guys. It'll probably be tomorrow sometime if I get a chance. All right? And until we talk again, guys, this is Islander signing out.